couple things coming up to be live streamed. Tomorrow evening, Friday evening at 6:30, we'll have evening prayer. I'll try to maybe make it a little similar to the stations in the fact that I'll have that set up where the texts for evening prayer will be in the main part of the screen now, and I'll just have a little window down in the bottom corner. But an opportunity to pray the Liturgy of the Hours, one of the official liturgies of the church. So we'll have that available. That'll be live streamed on Facebook Live and on YouTube tomorrow evening at 6:30. And then we do have Mass live streamed at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday for the second Sunday of Easter, Divine Mercy Sunday. So that's what's coming up kind of schedule-wise. Also, too, just a reminder that over the weekend, the church is open for private prayer on Saturday from 1 to 4:30, and on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then also, too, there are confessions available on Saturday afternoon from 3 to 4:30. So that's kind of the schedule that's coming up for the next couple days. As we continue through this octave of Easter, we get more accounts of the appearances of the risen Lord. And today we get kind of the next step after the road to Emmaus that we heard yesterday. The gospel kind of picks up with those two disciples coming to report their encounter with the Lord to everybody gathered in the upper room, and then Jesus is there with them. And maybe one of the important parts of this is that Jesus is showing them that this is a bodily resurrection, that they're not seeing a ghost, they're not seeing a spirit. Sometimes too, we even hear to our day people who want to challenge or dismiss the resurrection of Jesus, just saying that this was something spiritual, that his followers saw visions of him or something like that. But he shows us that this is truly him risen, and he still has with him the marks of the crucifixion, but he eats, he has flesh and bones. He is truly bodily raised. And that's not just a passing detail, it's an important detail too, because it fits in with what the church teaches us about the kind of the sacred nature of our bodies, that we are created as this union of body and soul. And so that one day we will get a body back, at the end of time. When God brings everything to a close, we will be reunited with our glorified bodies. And there's not a whole lot of information about that except for these resurrection appearances. Jesus's body after the resurrection gives us maybe a little hint towards what our glorified bodies are going to be like. And I always say that, I'm pretty excited about the possibility of a glorified body, perfect, doesn't get sore, doesn't get sick, doesn't, age and die, or anything of those things that we deal with in this passing world. The glorified body won't be subject to any of those things. So it's a good reminder to us, first and foremost, of the sacred nature of the bodies that we've been given by God, and that, at the end of time, we will get this body perfected back, this body glorified back. And so the things we do in the body here are also important. So that's why we're more than just somehow these disembodied spirits that are floating around, or sometimes people set up what's called a dualism between the body and the spirit, that the body isn't important at all. But nope, the resurrection tells us that no, the body is important, that that's how God has created us. And so we want to have respect for this body because it is the temple of the Holy Spirit. This body has been recreated through baptism and conformed to Christ. And so we continue through our bodies and our spirits to conform our lives more closely to Jesus Christ. And so that's pretty much the little reflection, or kind of, like I said, it's a pretty simple one today, but we want to always reflect upon these important truths of our faith and what God has revealed to us, and what what we see revealed in the Scriptures, especially now during this Easter season. So I pray that all of us have a wonderful day. Hope everyone stays healthy. We'll continue to pray and look out for one another. and may God bless you on this Easter Thursday.